Terry Bradley here with Little Bird Yoga. I want to take a minute just to take you through one of my favorite yoga poses. It's one of my favorite things to do at the end of a long day, especially if I've been on my feet all day. You know, you've been on your feet all day and your ankles, your legs, your feet start to feel swollen and yucky and you're tired and you just need a reset. This is one of my favorite ways to get that reset. We call it legs up the wall pose. So what it does is, aside from just being a beautiful relaxing pose, it's also wonderful for circulation, especially because when we're on our feet all day, heart is pumping blood through the body, it gets down to the legs, and as it comes back up, now the heart is working against gravity to try to push that blood back up to the legs, back again to the heart. So we turn our legs, get them up the wall, now gravity's helping to start to bring the blood back to the heart. It makes things a lot easier, gives our heart a rest, and as the legs are up the wall and the blood starts to move down, we start to remove that swelling and that achy feeling. So it's just a really wonderful pose in a lot of ways. So let's get right to it. So the easiest way to do this, in my opinion, is to get your hip as close to the wall as you can. So you can see I've got a yoga mat, you can just barely see it here, but I've got it laid out the long way. And it's butted right up against the wall. So I'm going to bring my hip as close to the wall as I can. And then I'm going to bring my bum over to this edge of the yoga mat so that once I get into the pose and roll out, my back, my upper body is going to be relatively centered on the mat. So once you're here, your hip is as close to the wall as you can get it. You're going to let your body lay down using one arm, one shoulder to support yourself, and then walk your legs up the wall. Once you're here, your bum is likely a little bit, there's probably a hand's breadth between your bum and the wall. And just if you can, you don't have to, but if you can just kind of shuffle your way forward so that your bum comes right up against the wall. And then the legs are here and we just kind of let them relax. You can bring your arms to your belly, which is really nice because we're going to do a little bit of breathing while we're here. Or you can just let your arms relax by your sides, whatever feels best. You can let your eyes close. And once we're here, we're going to come into some nice, deep, controlled breathing for a little bit, and then just allow the breath and the relaxation to come into a more comfortable pattern. So we'll start with a full exhale. Exhale completely. And then we'll inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Retain for a beat, and exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Retain. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Retain. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we'll just let the breath come back to its natural, comfortable pattern. It's nice to have hands on your belly, and you can just feel the rise and the fall of the belly and the chest. And as you're here breathing, let your arms relax, your legs relax, your shoulders and your head relax, and just focus on the breath. Follow it in as the belly expands. And again, follow it out. And the belly falls. You can try and let your exhales be slightly longer than your inhales. Just helps to let your body know that you're safe. That's the beauty of exhales. Now you can stay here for as long as you like. When I come into it, generally I like to stay about 5 minutes. But especially if you're new to it, maybe it feels a little bit overwhelming. You may only want to stay a minute or two. So let's come out. We'll talk about how to come out, but you're welcome, of course, to stay in it as long as you like. So to come out, again, we're going to do exactly the opposite. You're just going to sort of walk your feet down the wall, and as you walk, you're just rolling onto your side until you come to your side, and then use one arm to nice and slowly press yourself up. We never want to come out of this pose, or really any pose, too quickly. So, it can make you feel a little bit lightheaded. But that's our legs up the wall pose. I hope it's useful for you. And I hope to have a few more videos like this that'll just take you step by step through one pose at a time. Have a wonderful day and keep breathing.